What is Germany really hiding behind its image as an industrialized and modern country? You might think you know everything about this European nation, its history, its cars, its beer. But I assure you there are cultural aspects, traditions, and especially details about German women that will surprise you. That's why I invite you to stay with me until the end of this video. Let's discover together the most curious and lesser-known secrets of Germany and its women, in a journey that will change your perception of this country. Let's get started. Germany is one of the most influential countries in Europe and the world. Its official name is the Federal Republic of Germany, and its capital is Berlin, a vibrant, creative city deeply marked by its recent history. Germany is located in Central Europe and shares borders with no fewer than 9 countries: Denmark, Poland, the Czech Republic, Austria, Switzerland, France, Luxembourg, Belgium, and the Netherlands. This strategic location makes it the true heart of the European continent. With a population of over 83 million people, Germany is the most populous country in the European Union. Its economy is one of the strongest in the world. It ranks 4th globally in nominal gross domestic product. It's no wonder it's considered an export powerhouse, standing out in industries such as automotive, engineering, chemicals, and technology. One of the most striking aspects of Germany is its regional diversity. Although we're talking about a single country, each federal state, or Bundesland, has its own cultural identity, dialect, and traditions. From Bavaria, with its traditional costumes and beer festivals, to North Rhine-Westphalia, the industrial heart of the country, passing through the romantic Black Forest in Baden-Württemberg or the Hanseatic cities like Hamburg and Bremen. Every corner of Germany offers something unique. And speaking of culture, we can't forget that Germany has been the birthplace of great thinkers, artists, and scientists. Philosophers like Kant, Hegel, and Nietzsche, composers like Beethoven, Bach, and Wagner, writers like Goethe and Thomas Mann. Without a doubt, a country that has contributed immensely to the cultural and scientific history of humanity. Now, beyond its academic and economic achievements, Germany is also a country that knows how to celebrate. One of its most famous festivals is Munich's Oktoberfest, which attracts millions of visitors from all over the world every year. But there are also charming Christmas markets, colorful carnivals in cities like Cologne, and hundreds of local festivals in every town. Another fascinating aspect is the relationship Germans have with nature. Germany is a very green country. More than a third of its territory is covered by forests. In addition, there are more than 104 nature parks and 16 national parks, perfect for hiking and observing flora and fauna. In the field of education, Germany is also a benchmark. Its public universities offer free or very low-cost education, even for international students. This has turned cities like Berlin, Munich, and Heidelberg into multicultural hubs full of young people from all over the world. Now then, let's move on to a topic that surely interests you: women in Germany. What are they really like? What role do they play in today's society? German women are known for their independence and strong sense of identity. Gender equality is an important issue in German society and has made considerable progress in recent decades. Today, women are actively involved in all fields, from politics, where we've seen figures like Angela Merkel, the first woman to serve as chancellor for 16 years, to business, science, art, and sports. The lifestyle of many German women is characterized by a balance between professional and personal life. It's very common for them to value autonomy, continuous education, and personal development. Many are polyglots and travelers, with a great openness to other cultures. In addition, there is a strong feminist movement that fights for rights such as equal pay, access to top positions, and work-life balance. Germany has implemented policies like shared parental leave and labor protection measures for mothers. An interesting fact is that German women are among the tallest in Europe. The average height is around 1,70 meters. Additionally, they tend to play sports frequently and outdoor life is highly valued. It's normal to see women of all ages hiking, cycling, or taking part in activities like yoga or swimming. Another interesting fact is the importance of education and culture in daily life. Many German women are passionate readers and enjoy the numerous cultural events the country offers: concerts, theater, art exhibitions. On the social level, friendship and respect for personal space are fundamental values. Although they may seem reserved at first, once a friendship is established, it tends to be very strong and long-lasting. Finally, one aspect that surprises many visitors, their naturalness and authenticity. German women tend to be very frank and direct in the way they communicate. It's not common for them to use empty phrases or exaggeration. They prefer honesty, something that many foreigners greatly appreciate when building relationships in Germany. As you can see, behind the image of an industrial powerhouse, Germany is a country full of nuances, traditions, and fascinating human aspects. And its women are a reflection of that society, diverse, strong, cultured, and modern, but also deeply connected to their history and identity. Did you know that Germany is the country with the most bakeries in the world? It's estimated that there are more than 3,000 different types of bread, from the famous Bavarian pretzel to rye, wheat, spelt, and mixed seed breads. It's no coincidence that bread is considered part of the country's cultural heritage. Germans value their daily bread highly, and each region has its own specialties. Another surprising fact, in Germany, there are more than 1,300 types of sausages. Bratwurst is one of the most popular, but there are so many varieties that you could try a different one every day for years. What's more, each region fiercely defends the authenticity of its own recipe. Now let's talk about mobility. Germany is famous for its autobahns, the highways with no speed limit on certain stretches. However, it's not like you can drive at any speed everywhere in the country. In areas near cities or with heavy traffic, there are indeed speed limits. Even so, for car enthusiasts, driving in Germany is still a unique experience. When it comes to efficiency and punctuality, that stereotype is actually quite true. German culture places a high value on respecting other people's time. Being late to an appointment or meeting is considered disrespectful, and trains, while not always perfect, generally run quite punctually. A lesser-known fact is that Germany has more than 9,800 zoos, animal parks, and aquariums. It's the country with the most facilities of this kind in the world. The Berlin Zoo, for example, is one of the oldest and has the largest number of species. And here's another fact that breaks the mold: Germany is one of the countries with the most naturists in Europe. The FKK movement, Freikörperkultur, or free body culture, is widely accepted. There are beaches, parks, and sauna areas where being naked is completely normal, and it's seen as something natural, not sexualized. Now let's move on to beer, another German icon. The country is home to more than 1,300 breweries that produce around 5,000 different varieties. There's also the famous beer purity law, Reinheitsgebot, enacted in 1516, which states that only water, malt, hops, and yeast can be used in its production. It's the oldest food law still in effect. And what about the environment? Germany is a world leader in recycling. More than 65% of urban waste is recycled. The container deposit system, known as Pfand, encourages people to return bottles and cans in exchange for a small refund. Something that fascinates many is the Germans' love for urban gardening. In cities like Berlin, Hamburg, or Leipzig, Kleingarten or urban gardens are everywhere, small plots of land rented by families to grow their own fruits, vegetables, and flowers. These green spaces are true lungs within the cities and are an integral part of social life. In the field of technology, Germany is one of the biggest innovators in renewable energy. It has developed extensive wind and solar energy networks, and in several regions, more than half of the electricity is already generated from renewable sources. As for the language, although Standard German is the official one, more than 50 regional dialects are spoken throughout the country. For example, Bavarian, Swabian, Saxon, or the Palatinate dialect, among others. For many Germans, these dialects are a source of cultural pride. And if you enjoyed this tour of Germany, don't miss the upcoming videos on this channel. There's so much more to discover about the world around you. So I invite you to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and join us on our next virtual journeys. See you in the next video.